Hey, what's shaking? It is almost Thanksgiving, so it's time for another edition of 95X Cares, your community animal rescue effort brought to you by the Law Office of William Matar. And we do not have an adoptable pet this week. We have some fantastic information, though. We're joined by Jenny. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How are you today?
I could not be better. Well, I could be a little bit better. It could be summer again. But that being said, it is seasonably mild, and I'm very happy with what meteorologist Peter Hall's been serving up lately.
Hey, that's very funny. And I'm excited because my favorite holiday is coming up. That would be Thanksgiving. Get super pumped about it every year. I love everything about it. And one of my favorite things about Thanksgiving is the Liverpool Turkey Trot that is taking place every single year at the Onondaga Lake Parkway. Um, So I guess for anybody who doesn't know what it is a 5K. They do a dog walk in the beginning. They do a kids fast feet, like a mini run, that doesn't have to be the full 5K. But they've been doing this, man, for I get like over a decade now, I believe, and they've donated over $170,000 to local nonprofits and different organizations to help education, the food bank, and probably let's see, how long ago was it? Uh, it's been probably close to like 6 years now that they've been involved with Recyclable, which many people know me from, as I used to be a former board member. So they have a really close place in my heart. Um, but we linked them up. So this year in particular, 100% of any dog walk registrants, that is a direct donation to Recyclable. So 100% of those proceeds going back to the dogs. And as I know that you and I talked about it probably ad nauseum, but there's a crisis going on, and there are so many dogs that need homes. They'll have adoptable dogs there as well. But this is just a really great time to kind of come together with your community, raise money for a really fun cause. They have, like, I'm on their website, right, and they have tons of different things going on. Like afterwards, you can gather at the Barking Gull. There's going to be live music, free coffee, donuts, bagels, uh, local vendors, a costume contest for anybody dressed up as the best turkey. Like these people are really like putting their whole heart into this, and I get super excited just to see how their turnout is. It seems like year after year it gets bigger and bigger. So I'm super, super stoked for them, and I really hope that people choose to get engaged and to, come out and bring your dog, right? Or register for the dog walk portion and see if you can take a foster dog out for the day, or a dog who's in rescue who otherwise is not going to, because there probably won't be a lot of volunteers at the shelter. Um, Maybe take one of those dogs for an overnight, give them a little slumber party away from that environment, and participate in something like the Liverpool Turkey Trot, where the impact that you're making is much bigger.
Absolutely. And take it from one of the people that is responsible for making the giant meal on Thanksgiving. Uh, I would encourage everybody who's not that person to grab the family dog and head out to this, right? Like you're doing a few things, right? Like you're helping recyclable. You're getting out of
Mhm.
the house, getting the dog a walk. You're participating in something in your community. But most importantly, that person that's making your meal can actually do it in a calm manner without a bunch of people. At least in my,
Well, that and
that's a huge help.
I personally love to cook too, and I will tell you that my dog is constantly under my feet while I'm cooking, and it can be so frustrating. So the idea of her getting out for a walk, raising money for recyclable, participating in the community, kind of seeing everybody come together, and having my own space to operate, that's a chef's kiss right there. Like that's something that you definitely want to get out on.
Absolutely. So we'll put all the information up in a slide right when you see us stop talking about the Liverpool Turkey Trot. All the information, details, when, where, and a link to get yourself signed up because there is still time. Uh, so part two of this is it's Thanksgiving, and what do we say every Thanksgiving? You want
Oh,
to
we always talk about it,
guess?
right?
What's that?
But I said we always talk about the food, right? The
Yeah.
food and what you gonna feed your dog this year.
And nobody wants to give their dog pancreatitis during the holidays. So,
You
uh,
sure don't.
yeah, there's so little from the Thanksgiving table that dogs should get, right? Like ultimately,
Correct.
maybe a little tiny bit of the turkey, Um,
Right.
right? Like, I know that in our house there are things that Mr. Wiggles loves but can't have. So I'll do like I make deviled eggs, and of course there's going to be one or two to get mangled. You don't want to serve those ugly, weird looking ones to your family. Those go in the bowl for the dog. So when we're eating dinner, there's something I can give him, makes him feel like he's participating. Right? There's that theory, but you also sent me something that I'm actually probably going to make, and it's a turkey
Right.
dogs that's made for Thanksgiving. And honestly, looking at everything on the list, it's all stuff that you're already going to be buying for Thanksgiving to begin with. Maybe not brown rice, but who doesn't have some rice in the pantry?
Right.
So,
Absolutely. It's maybe you want to rattle through just the simple things. I don't have it in front of me right now, but I know that is something I'm going to be doing for all the dogs that are in my life and my family. Uh, it's so easy and it's a way to keep your dogs safe, but keep them involved, right?
yeah,
Save the table scraps, go to your fridge. You can pre-make it the night before, set it aside, bust it out for them, and they're gonna think it's amazing.
yeah, it's basically just 3 pounds of ground turkey, and I will tell you that the one at Aldi in the freezer is the cheapest
Hmm.
by far, and every dog I've ever had has loved it. So, 3 pounds of ground turkey, some dry brown rice, some olive oil, spinach, carrots, zucchini, some frozen peas, and that veg can change,
Hmm.
right?
100%.
Like if you've got yellow squash, use yellow squash, not zucchini. It's all about keeping them away from the things that they can't have, right? Like definitely not the stuffing because there's onions, right? Like anything that an onion touches can't be given to the dog. Grapes,
Oh,
raisins,
right.
currants. It's like poison. They can't have that.
Well, and that's the thing is sometimes it gets mixed into different things, and you might have, Aunt Susie's bringing something, and you don't know what ingredients are inside of it. Probably should avoid going to the family pet. Because you don't know and you want to keep your pet safe. And I'm going to tell you what, you don't want an emergency visit on Thanksgiving, trying to get your pet involved with vet care on that day of, it's hard anyways, but on that day in particular, like it's not going to be a good time.
You'll be
So,
spending 3 grand and driving to Cornell.
right. No, thank you. That doesn't sound like a really good time.
And then the other tip I'll throw in that I do every year for the dog, right? Is you get the innards from the turkey in the little bag,
Mhm.
cavity there. Just cook them off, right? Like you use the fluid from that cook in your gravy. Makes the gravy really rich, but it also gives you some meat that nobody's going to eat. It's safe for the dog because all you did was cook it in
Right.
water, and it's organ meat, so it's rich with nutrients and iron and things like that. And again, keeps them included, gives them something safe, and there you go.
I feel like we're setting everybody up to have their pet's best Thanksgiving yet. So,
Um,
highly recommend these two things.
I listen. I'm not one of those dudes that will steal from a meme and claim it's like my joke. But I saw the best meme the other day, which was like, "Oh, you let your dog up on the bed," and the response was, "Oh, I'd co-sign a loan for my dog." That's kind of how I am, right? Like, listen, I adopt older dogs. I want them to live their best lives until their last days. So it's a special little hard-boiled egg and turkey heart, turkey gizzard on Thanksgiving. It makes all of us happy.
Well, this year you're adding in that casserole for Mr. Wiggles too. So let him know I said you're welcome.
He's 100% getting casserole, but he will probably eat that over the 3 days after,
Fair enough.
right? Because at that point, all his little special things are gone, and all we've got are the leftovers he can eat.
Well, this is true. So he's going to go in on that leftover casserole for himself, and he's going to enjoy it. So I'm excited for him.
Well, we're gonna take next week off because it is Thanksgiving week. So we'll see you 2 weeks from today, and we'll have another adoptable pet for you as we careen towards Jenny's favorite time of year, post Thanksgiving.
It is. I'm very excited. So I'm trying to tone it down for you though.
You'll be fine. I get enough here at home, so it's cool.
All right, fair. Cool, cool, cool.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Jenny, I hope you and your family have an awesome turkey day, and we'll be back 2 weeks from today. 95X.
You as well.